Okay guys, so let's start going over embellishments. I kind of organize them into piles so they're easier to kind of go through. So here we have the paper die cut set. And these have 2 new shapes this year. Normally they have a tree, half a star, and the half circle. So this year we still have the half circle with the constellation pattern with some foiling. We have this really cute heart with the foil around the outside that goes in the album like that. And then a December like title paper. It's a nice thick cardstock. It's still a little flimsy and I worry about it getting like warped in the album, but it's really cool. And what you can't really see easily online is that there's a little bit of a flecked pattern in the red letters. So it's really awesome for people who do not have a silhouette to be able to make their own titles. Have that option now. So I'm going to tuck those back in there. There we are. Okay, and then here I have the plastic pouches. So I bought these last year, and I have so far yet only used the 6x8. I haven't used the 3x8 or the 4x6 size. So it has like the flecked, it's not actually foil. Maybe it is. It just doesn't look very bright on the red pattern, but it's really pretty. It has some room built into it for thickness if you need it to, but really cool. The gold bronzy kind of stripe. And then this will actually look very different if there's actually a card inside, because it looks very busy, but as soon as you would put a card or something in here, the stripes will actually only really look like they're going one way, or a photo would probably still look busy, but fun. Interesting the way it's it doesn't prevent you from being able to go over the holes. And then this is the one I really love, and what I use it for is I put my Christmas cards in here at the end of the season. It's interesting because it looks like it's foil, but it's not really foil. It's just a brownish yellow color to look like the foil, but I love the tree patterns. So let's go over the transparencies for this year's release. So we have a red and white star pattern that matches the box cover. And then we have the sparkly pattern. If I put on the white here, it might be a little easier for you to see, but it's definitely shimmery with the bronze color. We have the bronze striped pattern, and then on the back it looks silver, which is really cool. We have the green trees, which could be a great intro page, but what I'm actually thinking about doing is using this one as an intro transparency and taking maybe black, red, maybe even a coppery vinyl like this, like a rose gold, and doing a December Daily 2020 cut out with my silhouette. This would make a really cool transparency in front of a photo. However, I really think this would be a really fun intro transparency. So something that's on the back of my mind. So that is this year's transparencies. I'm going to keep going with paper type products, and then I'll jump into the tiny embellishments. So I might as well just go into the 3x8 transparencies here. This was part of a larger bundle that also includes the 3x8 cards. So here we have the tree pattern, and then this time the snowflakes, unlike the pocket, the snowflakes are foily this time, so it looks really fun, and silver again on the back. Really, really pretty. It almost looks like it's offset though, because the pattern is over the holes and not to the edge here, so it looks like it's off a little. I'm not sure if that's the design or just where it cut in the transparency, if you know they have like a huge sheet they're cutting from. This one has a black quote on it, and what I was actually thinking about doing was trimming it out and adding it to another card like this, or even leaving it transparent, but I think it would look really fun with a white piece of paper behind it to make it really stand out. As a Calvin Coolidge quote. This is the same bronze foil with silver looking on the back. This is speckly with the Be Jolly in red. And we have the Mary Mary, like the album cover. This has white stars on just the bottom. A really bright red, let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. This one has the speckles again, not as many, and then this one says Shine Bright with the foil. And here we have the Christmas tree with a Believe in the Magic of Christmas, or not Christmas tree, but a tree. This is a gray actually with the constellation pattern on it. Here we have more of the bronze in a check pattern. We have the pink with the bronze, and then an all black. Have yourself a merry little Christmas, let your heart beat light. So those are super fun. I know for a fact that almost all of the ones with the bronze will be in my album, staged, ready to hopefully use. All the little holes are falling out here. Let's see. And then I'm going to open up the papers that go with it. So, and again with the cards here, I'm going to kind of divide these into the types here really quickly, because this is just how my brain works. Okay, so we have, one of the reasons, I should say, why I like getting the 3x8 card set is because you could make them tags. You know, there's a 3x8 tag set, you know, that has a giant hole punch, but you could also make any of these a tag. You can cut them in half and have 2 3x4 cards like that, which is really awesome. And there's a lot of ways to really stretch this kit if you're not doing all 3x8s. So this one has the trees, this has the hand-drawn stars, the polka dot pattern says Our Traditions, and then a red stripe that says Loving This Story. And then the designs here, it's like a light greenish gray with stars, the constellation with stars, and then the tree pattern. And these that all have the stripe on the bottom have Today's Magic, and then Memory 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This looks like a dark green, red, like a grayish, a light blue, and then like a dark gray. Then there's 2 here that have the foil outline. That's kind of fun. And then 3 more, here's the stories. And I had talked while I was showing the main kit about how, you know, I bought these so I'd have more cards that will coordinate with the rest of the main kit. I probably won't even use these as 3x8s. I'll probably cut them all in half and use them in the album to help have matching journaling cards. So I might as well show you the 3x8 tags here. I had not originally added these to my cart because I was like, I don't need them. But they match with the bronze foiling so well, and there's a couple ways you can use these. So you could put them in pockets, you could use them as they are, or again, you could cut this in half and you could have either a 3x4 card with trees on the bottom or a 3x4 looking tag. And all of these would work that way because you'd still have all your information. Or you could flip this over and have a nice straight pattern, or again, 2 patterns here. So it's a really cool way to think about using a lot of product without you know, feeling restricted to that size or the exact product in front of you. So here I have the 3x4 paper tags, which I really enjoyed last year's. They had really fun matching patterns. These are all pretty unique designs that they kind of coordinate, they kind of don't. They match the rest of the kit for sure though. So we have Holiday Magic with stars, Spreading Cheer. This looks more like a blue, yeah, like a navy blue. Celebrate, Sharing a Love, The Full of Joy, it's pink. This Moment's like green stars. The Our Traditions with the tree, that'll be perfect for just easy, like it's so easy to pair that with telling the story of decorating a tree, and then December memories. And one of the things I really like to do is use the 2 cards back to back. So that, let me grab them with a whole bunch, so you can put some ribbon through it. It will match. You could match it with a photo on the other side. There's a lot of things you can really do, but it's a fun, just kind of more unique shape, just add some interest. So here we have the 3x8 Liz Tamanaha cards. And these do have foil. I'm going to kind of organize them a teeny bit here. Like I said, it is just kind of the way my brain works. So, a lot of these have some interesting patterns in the background that you really couldn't see online. This looks like a linen kind of pattern underneath. So as far as like handwriting kind of cards, once again, these do not need to stay 3x8s. This would make a perfectly awesome 3x4 card. Looks great with the foil, the fa la la, doing my best, holly jolly, fa la la, best wishes, or maybe just wishes. This season brings lots of feelings, busy, chaos, and magic, and then it's the most wonderful time of the year. This is a card that I would probably not cut down because of the extra stars, but you still could. Here we have some hand-drawn trees, bows, presents, some like watercolor with foil swatches, more trees, and then a tree, present, holly, ribbon pattern, all the patterns together. And then here we have like a foil like stripe, another swatchy pattern, and then here we have more like journaling card style. So you have the religious style stars, the holly, tree with lines, swatches, a bow, a tree, this magic moment, wish list, and winter wishes. Then we have some present looking plaid style patterns here in 3 different colors. And then we have these 3 awesome trees. So these could really be a fun continuous look throughout the album if you cut them down into 3x4 cards. This one has foil, this one has a foil star, and this one doesn't have any, but those are really cute. And then the 3 presents. So really fun. Okay, getting into some stickers here. Let me go back to more paper and then we'll jump into stickers. So here I have the 4x6 craft letterpressed tags. My plastics sticking here. The packaging this year is actually better quality than normal. It's much thicker, but it's a little different than normal. So it's interesting because these have huge holes and these have like super tiny holes in comparison. It almost looks like this was a mistake, but luckily you can just repunch it. So the letterpress tree, and Allie had made an interesting point about using little tiny embellishments on here, which would be fun. We have all the joy gathered together, our holiday story. I love this one. Magic of the season, everyday magic. And you can actually feel like the impression on here. These are really pretty. The stripes, and then deck the halls. And then these are the 4x6. I guess they're specialty journaling cards. I don't remember exactly what they're called, but they have, oh, that's really cool. They have the speckle foil pattern all throughout the swatches here, which I actually didn't know just from looking at it. So that's really cool. I don't know if you can see it here. And then they also have the foil up here. So we've got the good cheer, the making magic, all the good stuff, December joys, stay jolly, merry and bright, holiday memories, family traditions, peace and love, our holiday story, December memories, and Christmas joy. So one of the things that I always like to keep in mind with these kind of cards, where she keeps the sentiment centered, what's awesome about that is if you need a 4x6 journaling card, awesome. If you need a 3x4 journaling card, chop it down. And then you can use them however you need to. So I really am excited about the fact that they have all the foil speckle down here. I did not know that. So it just makes it coordinate even more. So jumping into stickers, I got the Paisley Press. These were discounted because it doesn't have 24 and 25 on here. It's kind of funny that they chose to do number 13 and 15 as banners. If they would have just done 13, 14, 15, then they could have had all of these as a consistent number and size. And it also looks like too, like these are one font and these are another font. So it's kind of an interesting choice there that it doesn't match. But you have the love and joy, holiday tradition, Christmas morning, some great stuff, holiday dinner, some good themes there. We have the puffy stickers here. This has 2 sheets. And there's a lot more foil on here than I realized. So all the stars, the fa la la, the Mary, and then the twinkle twinkle. So that's really cute. There's 2 sheets in there. And this is actually something I bought that came out a couple years ago, but I love using the tabs. So I bought an extra sheet of those. And then I bought actually 2 packs of the tabs that were offered with this year's products. Figure out, yeah, they are smaller, not by much, but a teeny bit thinner. So this one is all white with some words that can be used in any project really, because it's hardly Christmas related at all. The black ones here are very Christmas themed, and I actually felt like there was a chance here to do these with foil, which would have been really cool. But they're still really neat. And then blank ones, so you could stamp your own sentiment, which is really fun. So I use these a lot, and I bought 2 packs because of that, especially because they had the blank ones you could stamp yourself for any theme. So when I make mini albums, I really like to use these. I use them more than Avery Index tabs. So here we have the word phrase stickers, and I love the colors this year. I love that it's the white with the red with white, and black with white. Looks like there always is a theme that we're not aware of. So these almost kind of seem like, no, it's like beneath the trees, cocoa, decorate the tree, believe in the magic. This one looks like it's more about being together. And there's some numbers here. So, oh yeah, so that's interesting. So 1 through 11 are here, or actually 1 through 12. And then this one has 13 through 22. And then this one has 23 through 31 as numbers that you could use. And then tiny little hearts and stars. So cute. I don't love this cut pattern, but you can make it work. They're wonky, so I just trim them. If like it's at an angle, I just trim it so it's straight, because that's the perfectionist in me. Here we have actually some more stickers. So these are a white, it's not a flat white, it's a very shiny number puffy stickers, which are the same size as these, which I had requested whenever they asked for advice. I said the gold foil letters are awesome, but numbers would be ideal, because then you could put the year or use the days and they'd match. So I kind of wish these were in red to match this year's, but beggars can be choosers. So white numbers. And then these are a super awesome metallic red. I love them. They're even better than the gold, and can't wait to use those. Here we have the transparent journaling card set. And what I love about these is that they have foil on them. So this is why I had bought a new Slick Writer pen to write on here. They look awesome with the foil. They all say the same thing, and what I will probably do is back them on white. The transparent is cute, but I don't want to have writing and then see things behind it. Even though I know that's a look that everyone else likes, I back most of my transparent pieces in white so that they're nice and bright and really stand out. So that's the 4x6s. There's 5 of those. And here are the 3x4s. So a close-up version of the constellations that bring on the season of joy. This is the same sentiment that's on one of the chipboard pieces in the main kit. Hand-drawn stars, the quiet and cozy. So I think both, so like this is pretty, but it's even prettier when it's like nice and bright. And then I love this more sparkle, less stress with the yes please, and it's got like a flecked design. And then we have the 2x3s, which if you don't think you'd use these, you could just take a punch and punch these out in like a 2-inch circle. And then you have, or you could make it a 2-inch square and put it in your 2x2 pocket page. So there's a lot you can do with them. You don't have to keep them this size. Like this one would be super cute as a 2x2 because it's perfectly centered. Same with the tree. And I really like this tree pattern as well. So there's that set. And then here we're jumping into, I got one set of stamps this year. I could not help myself with these. They are super cute. It makes a really fun pattern. The design is 1 3/4 inches across, which is the same as her chipboards that come in this die. So what I love about knowing that is that I do have a Fisker's 1 3/4 inch punch, and I invested in this because Allie always has stuff that is this size often in her designs, and so I can stamp these and I'll be able to punch them out perfectly. Or I could use my 2-inch punch and have like a little bit of a white border around it. So excited to play with those. So we have the circle chipboard set, and I have to say these are actually much prettier in person than they looked online. That said, while it's really cool that we have the opportunity to stamp, I usually prefer when she has 8 different designs. These are pretty repetitive and like they're pretty, they're not necessarily my style for using them a ton in the album. So like maybe 1 or 2 here and there. But yeah, I kind of wish that they were a little more unique and different. Moving on to the trees here. Excuse me. I love the trees. They're nice and flat, so they're not super bulky. I always rip off the extra layers when I am using December Daily, so they're a little bit thinner, it looks like. Already adhesive. And I love all the little tiny extras. That's really fun. And different patterns. So those will really look cool with the plastic trees that are in the main kit as well. And this is a reprint from a few years ago. I bought an extra one of those because they're just so universal. And they were on sale. So this is the bundle for this year's set. This was the die that they used in 2017 that has so many stars, and I really wish that they had included the colors of the kit, like do metallics, do the lighter green, because they're found all throughout this year's release, but they're not available in the star chipboard kit. So it's kind of a miss there, but so excited because you can use white stars anywhere. Love this Believe in the Magic chipboard. And I really like this Love This Day. I actually wish this was like a 3x4 card because I think that looks really cool. And my favorite of all is the circles, because you can put circles on top of a photo and it will always help break up the square design. It's the easiest for me to use. Love the baking cookies. Love the tree time. I even love that there's little ornaments on the tree here. And I really wish that there was a December Daily one like there was last year, because I just think that's fun. Or the year, something would be cute. And I like the Making Brand New Holiday Memories. So excited to play with those. And now we're getting into circle stuff. So these are huge, but awesome. So they're enlarged transparent pieces, and they're all foiled. So really cool quote here with all the foil on it. It's like 6 inches across, I believe. Then we have the 25. That would look really neat on another transparency. And then I love that this is the same tree pattern that's everywhere else, but it has the little foiled like ornament style look to it. So really fun. Love these. This is the item that sold out first this year. Thank God I didn't miss it because it was my favorite product of the whole release. And I'm not going to go through them all, but it has 48 pieces of all the plastic transparencies. Some are foiled, some are the glittery ones. Like, I just can't wait to layer something on here, or use it as like a base for my number that day, just to add some layers and really give it some really thin, fun extras this year. That's what's so great about these not being chipboard. I love that Mary one, is that they can be used anywhere. And some of these are universal enough to be able to be used in another project. It doesn't have to be Christmas themed. And then we have the small circle die cuts. These are not quite like 1.5 inches, I don't think. But there's 12 of the wonky shape. And then there are 12 of the half shape. And those are kind of really fun because you can do, sorry, I'm trying to get them all separated out there. My favorite, I think, is the red 25, but I also love the foiling, of course. So 12 wonky circle shapes. 12 half shapes. So what's neat with these is that you can pair them up. So you could put sparkle and the wood grain to make a cool circle, or you can just use them as, you know, a way to add a little tiny something onto your photo without it taking up a lot of space. Or these could go on the side, or certain ones could instead go on the top. So these could be a fun way to add something small and still have kind of a big impact. Put those back in later. So these are the pleather circles. Last year, that was one of the first things to sell out, was the multicolor pleather circles. These are all black. 3 have quotes, 2 have full wreaths, and 1 has the circle and a little bit of wreath. Like I said about the ones in the star kit, they're much thinner than normal, and they have that like leathery texture, but it looks really neat with the foil on there. Get into fabric stuff. These are the felt hearts. These also sold out really fast this year because they are stinking adorable. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 hearts in colors that match the kit. These two are the same red, and then this one's like an orangier red, 2 green, a light green, a couple blacks, so really fun. And they feel thinner than they used to, so they might be, I'm not sure, but a nice way to add some fun color and a nice different unique texture. Then here I have the pleather stars. These are an add-on. They were not included in the star kit. They're small, and what I love about this is that it gives you a variety of sizes to add embellishments. Or, you know, if you take one of these designs that doesn't have anything going on in the middle, you can put a fun red star. You know, like you can just really layer a lot with the variety of sizes with Allie's products, which is really awesome. Here we have the fabric. They're almost half circles, but these all have a saying on them. I believe they're all 3 inches across. This is 4 inches, but it'll give you an idea, but these would be another thing that could be added onto the bottom of a photo or of just a 3x4 card, just a little something that adds some texture. So a variety of colors. The pink one is really hard to read in the bright light. If you turn it, it's a little easier to see, and the light green is kind of hard to see, but the rest are nice and bright and distinct. Cipher, hush. And then I did get the commemorative pen. I think my goal is to try to have my boyfriend help me snap the backs off so I can use some red line tape and put it on the inside of my album. We'll see. I definitely, although I think they would fit, I would never try to ruin my album and put them on there because the backs would still also take up a ton of space. But you could, and they looked really neat in the felt album. So 2 items left. I did get the Advent Holiday Cheer cards. I love this pattern. I wish this was a pattern in the kit because they don't really ever do anything with poinsettias, but they're very Christmassy to me. And they have some really fun sentiments on here, like pancakes for dinner with lots of powdered sugar snow, adventure to see lights in a faraway neighborhood, an all-day affair of popcorn and hot chocolate and holiday movies, all of course consumed in PJs. Like, just so cute, and a little bit like not just like suggestions, but like they're clever and fun as well if you kind of read through the deck. And I was thinking that if I choose not to keep them all in here, that this, if I cut this out with this notch, could be like a fun pocket kind of, I could make a pocket out of that. So the very last item that I have here is the small tag bundle. Let me save those for the end because I love them. So these are actually divided into their types this year. So you have all the tag shapes. Love the foiling. Love the snowflake. And these are more like regular die cuts, although I see another tag in here. Like banners and a circle. Celebrate the little moments. That's really cute. Another tag. I love this branch one. This would be really cute coming off of a photo on the edge. Making magic. This sparkle is also really adorable. And let it snow. And what's fun about these is you could punch these with a hole punch and make them tags. You know, you could do a whole page. And then last, but certainly not least, my favorite of all these, the reason I bought this bundle, is this awesome extra large set. So what I will probably do for these couple square ones here is take my 3-inch circle punch and make them all circles, except for this Noel one. I would leave that a tag. But the tree, the spread joy, and then I love the circles with the Mary, the December stories. I love this one that says filled with joy. This is my favorite. And then the heart, of course, is really, really pretty. So gives you a look at what I got. My colors for this year clearly will be red and green, but I really plan to lean into the black and the bronze. I bought rose gold foiling, I bought rose gold embossing powder, and I fully plan to embrace all of that color. Usually I like silver. I'm not really a gold person. I use it because the products have it and I don't have choice, but really, really excited about this new foil color this year. So I hope you had fun looking through all the products with me. I cannot wait to kind of get the album opened. I don't make foundation pages, but I like to stage the products that I know I want to use so I do not forget to use them, like tags that I love or these kind of embellishments. They'll just be tucked in and ready to go so that when I go to make my album, I have cards that are already coordinated and products that match, and super excited to share all those videos with you as I make them. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.